What's up, guys? It's me, Spidey.
And I am Kisame Unlimited.
And we're going to do a Could This Be Meta. If you don't know what the Could This Be Meta is, basically Could This Be Meta is we will take an old archetype, either someone kind of recent or something super old school. One of us will take that archetype and create 5 fantasy support cards from it, and then we'll argue whether or not you're the coolest.
But most of the time, I always kind of cover archetype exclusives when it comes to a family of cards. Spidey kind of takes cards that are just singled out. So if you ever would like to see a Could This Be Meta for a single card, tell them to Spidey and Spidey will probably tackle them. And if you want to see me do an archetype, we'll leave an archetype in the comments below.
If you've seen this before and you know what it is and you're already excited about these new time monsters, like the video right now. Sometimes we give away free packs at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that.
We want to get 800 likes, so let's see how high you can get this video up to.
Honestly, making Could This Be Meta videos are one of the hardest videos to make.
It really is.
So
please show us your appreciation.
It would be greatly appreciated to know that people like this. Yeah, so as you saw from the title of the video, I'm doing the time monsters. What do you think about that so far?
Well, I love how you say time monsters. It's mainly just time wizard. It's time wizard, Thousand Dragon, and Dark Sage. That's it. So.
And there's the magic hammer, time hammer, between claw of hammers.
Whoop day.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Made 3 monsters, 1 spell, 1 trap.
Okay, now do we have a boss monster?
Yes.
Okay, and I assume it's an extra deck card.
No, it is not.
Oh, that's different. All right, yeah, let's go.
Time Snatcher, a level 3 spellcaster monster with 600 attack points and 200 defense points.
Mm-hmm.
His effect is when this card is summoned, which means normal, flip, special, banish the top cards on your deck up to the number of time monsters you control, and when you banish those cards, they'll be banished face down. So you banish them face down up to the number of time monsters that you control. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, add those banished cards to your hand.
Alright, that's it?
Yes.
It's okay. I mean, he's always at least guaranteed to get 1 card off of himself.
Mm-hmm. And if you have a field full of stuff, if you have him and Time Wizard, you get 2 cards, things like that. You
should also, if I had to say one thing about him, is I wish that he had an effect where he would just, if there was a time monster already on the field, he'd plop himself along with it.
Oh, you get a special summon?
Yeah.
So well, that's why I just put summon, so that way you can get it multiple plays off of him.
Because I just think that at least then there's the 2, and it would just be like, oh, summon Time Wizard, boom, and then you get the other summon from it. Mm-hmm. That's just me personally. That's what I would say. Everything else was fine, but that's what I would tell you to do.
The Time Thief, level 4 spellcaster monster, 1,000 attack points, 400 defense points. His ability is, if you flip a coin and you call a right, you will banish all cards from your opponent's hand and add up to as many time cards from your deck to your hand.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's insane. You can't make a card come on the field and banishes everything in your opponent's hand. That can be used in anything. And you just put fucking double flip coin or whatever the fuck that...
You can only banish up to the number of time monsters.
Oh.
I know I said all cards.
Because I was just like... Because I thought you were originally telling me he just goes on the field and just flip a coin, your opponent gets rid of their whole hand.
My fault. I said it, and then I knew what I said, and he's freaking out, and I'm like, my fault.
What?
That's generic. I can't make it happen that way, and it can be special summon with Magician Circle, so I have to make sure that... I didn't want these cards to be summoned with Magician Circle or Magician's Apprentice.
Okay.
Apprentice Magician.
Alright, I got very scared there.
Oh, yeah, I meant up to as many time monsters you control.
I feel like, honestly, you are on the right track, but these cards need to have the built-in effect that they just special summon. Because they don't have any attack points. And I feel like they need to just be able to jump on the field all together. Like, a handful of them, boom, 6 a.m. style. That's what they need.
Well, let's finish hearing what we got.
Alright.
Okay, so the next monster that I made for them, and this is their boss monster, his name is Time Warlock. His effect is, you can remove this card from your deck, and once 2 time cards are sent to the graveyard in the same turn, you can special summon this card during your opponent's end phase. So you can.
It's a very cool special summon mechanic. I give him credit for that.
Yeah, I like that. I just like that. Okay.
Sending the 2 fucking time wizards or whatever to the graveyard, the 2 time monsters.
Or 1, 2 time cards.
Alright.
Mm-hmm. I wish I could make more than 5 cards, because this really needs more than 5 cards.
Yeah, this is the kind of archetype that needs like 10.
Yeah, it really does. With 7, really, give me 7, 8, I can really make it happen. Okay, then you're supposed to go to you can return all cards from the graveyard or the banish zone that you used in your previous turn to your hand. So he can literally jump on the field and everything you just used last turn, you get it back.
I don't know. You want to know?
So the cards that got
I feel like that's fine and all, but I feel like if that was used in real life, people are like, no, that was from that other turn. And I'd be like, no, don't you remember I did that? I feel like that would just cause people to like flip tables and shit. No, I saw you. No. I knew you used that.
No, you moved that. No, that cost limited. How'd you get 2?
You got me.
So, also, you can only control one of him on the field, so that way you can't just go straight to your deck on your first turn, get rid of 3, and just pop them all on the field at the same time, and use all their effects at the same time. And then you can only activate his effect once per turn.
Well, him I give you credit for. He has an interesting mechanic and an interesting...
effect.
Yeah, he's just interesting. I like him.
The next card the spell card I made for them is called Time Warp. It's a quick play spell card.
Okay.
Banish the top 2 cards from your deck, special summon 2 time monsters from your deck.
It's funny, I thought you were going to do something like remove the 2 top cards of your deck and then summon 2 time tokens or something.
No. I'd rather just get 2 time monsters from the deck, so that way that's how they get on the field faster.
Alright, it's alright.
And then no, hell no.
Okay.
Also, you can banish this card from your graveyard. All time monsters do not have to flip a coin to activate their respective effects.
No, that's good. That's good. High five. So far, the past 2 cards you said were good. The other 2 would have been better if you would have had them to just jump on the field. But the last 2 cards you said were pretty good.
Yes. And the last card I made for them is called Remember the Time. The trap card.
You're late to work.
Yeah. You return all time cards from all banished time cards to your deck. That's literally all that first effect does when you activate it. Because since there's a lot of banishing going on, just take whatever the fuck, bring it right back, give it some recycling ability. Then I like this kind of effect too. When this set card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, banish all cards from your opponent's graveyard. Fuck them over. Make them pay.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like
honestly, I was in a rush. I was pressed for time to make that card, no pun intended.
Well, honestly, I'm not crazy about that last card.
Yeah.
It just seems like it's so out of place from where you were going with. The first 2 cards put in the special summoning factor, and we got ourselves a good cards that I'd like to support. And as for your big boss monster, an interesting summoning mechanic. And your warp was probably my favorite. All right, so that's pretty good. All right.
Honestly, the Warlock, I got the idea from him kind of from Time Sage, because the way you summon him is like very odd. It was like, I got it from Time Sage and Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon, where it's like those cards you can special summon from the deck once something happens on the field. You can just search them out from the deck. So I was like, wait, fuck all that. Why don't you just first turn go right to your deck, pick that shit up, get rid of them, then you deck out right there.
But I don't think we've ever had a card in this game that a card activates from the deck.
Yeah.
And it's like, fits in there. Boom.
Yeah, certain cards only can do that once certain conditions are met on the field, that you can go straight to the deck, then summon them. But I'd rather have a card that can do that now. And I figure Time Wizard's a nigga to do it from. And I wanted this archetype to just kind of revolve around coming to the field from all different types of places. Like, you got cards coming this way, you got cards coming that way, like all this. Like, that's why I made the quick play spell card.
Yeah.
That's why I made this spell card a quick play, so you can activate that whenever. And then trap cards are regular trap cards, so you can activate that whenever, and that way you can just boom get that.
Well, I actually think you did a fairly good job. I liked it. I think that this video is well worth 800 likes.
It was hella hard making this shit, so
like the video, winner of the free pack.
It'll be right there. And then we have 2 recent videos. Don't forget to check out our individual channels and the Facebook link down below. Subscribe to the channel, support us. Please do all those things. It is very much appreciated, and we're
trying to get 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year.